Good afternoon and welcome to Incentive Concepts Live. A beautiful day here in St. Louis. Hopefully it's great wherever you're joining us from. Please let us know by putting it in the chat. We're glad that you're here. It's our 100th episode of Incentive Concepts Live. Can you believe it? Holy mackerel. We've been out here doing this since the summer of 2020, spring of 2020, actually, back when the pandemic started. But 100 of these since the inception. We're so glad you're joining us today. Today's episode is called Celebrating 100, Our Best Moments and Memories. And again, put your name in the chat. Let us know where you're joining us from. We'd love to hear from you. Hey, some interesting stats from our series that I want to share with you. We've had dozens of awesome guests, amazing topics, obviously 100 episodes, but thanks to this episode, thanks to this series, we've had more than 9,400 hours of content with 659,000 views and 3.7 million people reached with this live series since 2020. So some pretty impressive stats there. Glad you are part of it. And then when you RSVP'd for the episode, for those of you that did RSVP, we asked you to share your favorite moment or memory from Incentive Concepts Live. So let's look at a few of those right now. Our first one is from John True with True Promotions. He likes seeing some staff and actual products. Thank you, John, and always good to have you on. David Bard, one of our regular viewers from Bamco, he loves seeing the items in use, especially food tastings like barbecue examples. Inspiration during the winter months to get ready for spring thaw. So well said there, David, and thank you very much. Kathy Jardigan, our good friend from Cassidy and Company, she wrote, she enjoys the IC Live broadcast when manufacturers demonstrate during the broadcasts. Do you have to do retakes, she asked. Kathy, one of the best parts about these is they are live, so we do not have retakes. We just go with the flow and do our best. That's what it's all about. Two more comments, and then we'll look at some viewer chats here, but Stephanie Rhodes Bickham, she's a newbie. She's only attended a couple of times. Stephanie, no problem. Welcome. We're glad you're here. And Marcus Mason from IPW, he's new as well. So thanks for joining us. We love newcomers, and we're glad you're here. Let's look at some of the chats here. Jennifer Hagemeyer from our team. Happy 100th episode. Happy Wednesday as well. Isn't it Thursday, though, Jennifer? I think you're off a day. It's okay. Kim Thorne, who is also Kim Tepley, I think. Hi from sunny and warm Minnesota. Glad to hear, Kim. I hear it's been pretty cold up there, so glad it's there. And Jessica Ham, Salem, Missouri. Good afternoon. Happy 100th episode. Beautiful but windy day. Jessica, it's windy here in St. Louis too. GK, which I think is Jeff Kierden. Excited for this. We love having you on. And then look at our old friend Brian Surrett coming back. Brian, good to see you, my friend. Snowing today as it is and as it should be in New Hampshire. Brian, you were critical in the beginning of this, so we appreciate you joining. We'll look at a few more things as we go along here, but as usual, be highlighting one of our viewer comments with a nice gift. We'll also be having a special Enter to Win drawing, so stay tuned for that. And again, this is Celebrating 100, our best moments and memories, and excited that you're joining us. Now, we have a full episode, so we're going to get going here. And when we were deciding who to bring on as our guests, we went right to the best, folks. Let me tell you here. But we wanted people that had been on several times, and we wanted people who would make this episode fun and engaging. So as a way to welcome our guests, let's take a look at this quick video clip. Roll the clip right now.
Thanksgiving is coming quickly. It's amazing how that just happens right after Halloween. Cubs are out of it as usual. So, I've gone on to football, but the Bears are out of it. So I'm waiting for hockey. I just can't win. I didn't know we were working today. Okay, just chilling.
Welcome to Buffalo, New York, where it's been all 4 seasons today.
All the great things that you can do using your grill at home, creating that tailgate.
Let's just drink beer and barbecue tomorrow instead of going to work. How's that sound?
My daughter, who a lot of my customers know, made a decision to go to University of Tampa. That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you all. You make it easy for me. Most of these products are weather resistant, but I was not. So we had to make sure we moved inside.
I can still picture myself watching MTV and seeing that video for Rio. It was kind of risque at the time. I always know when it's National Donut Day because somebody brings a few dozen in when it is. If we're ever at a trivia night and there's an 80s music category or a one-hit wonders.
Hope you enjoyed that little montage. Let's bring on our guests, all 4 of them right away. Here we go. Brian Revolta, Kevin Hagan, Sarah Swenson, Jay Radford. What's up, guys? How we doing, folks? Good to see y'all.
Hey, everybody.
Hopefully you like that little montage. Kevin, I'm going to start with you, my friend. What's new? How's it going? And what do you think about this Instead of Concepts live series?
Well, what's new? Just trying to keep up with things. We had a lot of good shows in January, so a lot of follow-up, a lot of new stuff going on. Just trying to keep everybody up to speed. And, these things have been great. I mean, it's an awesome way to show product, to get every people involved who can't get out to the shows that we go to in January and beyond. So these have been great. They've been a lot of fun.
Awesome. Let's look at a few more comments right here. Congratulations, Andy and team, on 100 award-worthy episodes from Billy. Thank you very much, Billy. We appreciate that. Always great to see you on. Superstars, all of them. Brett Sanborn. That includes you, Kevin, I think. Okay.
Somehow.
Well, he said all of them. Right. Okay. Right. Jay, my friend, coming over to you. You're one of our most regular brand guests, probably our most regular brand guest. But what does this series mean to you? And from a lens of a brand partner.
Even when the clip said we actually had all 4 seasons again in Buffalo today. So we've had rain, snow, ice, sun, a little bit of everything. But this has been awesome. It kept me sane during the COVID time. It's been great for the brand. Even seeing the comments here of people enjoyed learning about cooking. And all my friends always loved when I did one of these because they would tune in and they knew there was going to be a bunch of great food sitting at my house after. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been great to showcase all the amazing things that the Broil King product can do.
Yeah, for sure. And we appreciate you being on. And Sarah, you're making us all look so much better on here, my friend. Your claim to fame is having such great relationships with your customers. What does this series mean in that regard?
Well, I absolutely love that I've been part of it and that they are all faithful and watching to learn new things. But the best part, Andy, is when I tell somebody about our IC Lives and they go, yeah, that guy. What's that guy's name? Andy, you're an icon.
I don't know about that if I'm an icon, but I appreciate those comments. You're the icon
Yes.
in the group. But we have a chat to share real quick from Cindy Henry before I introduce our next guest. That's salmon is Brian's color. Where's the salmon shirt, Brian? You didn't wear it this time. Anyways, welcome, Brian. Tell us a little bit about how you feel about this broadcast series and how does it help us stand out with in the industry out there?
Sure. No, I go to a lot of conferences where people will actually comment to me about our IC lives, people that I didn't know were even watching them. A lot of our competitors will say things about it and just how innovative it is. And Andy, I just have to give you a lot of credit because when the pandemic hit, we were trying to figure out how to reach customers. You came up with this idea right away and really took ownership of it. And I think you did a great job with it. And sad to see it semi-retired after today.
Okay. Well, you kind of ruined it for us almost. That's okay. We're going to, by the way, there's another comment on there from Shelby Anderson. There's only one rep on here, but Shelby does say that it's my favorite rep, Sarah Swinson. So Shelby and Dan Craig's up there. Good afternoon. Congratulations on a 100th show. Dan, love having you on. Let's look at a few more viewer comments here. We're going to move fast, but Jeff Kierton, we love Jeff. He loves Jason Radford cooking with Broil King products in his backyard. Well said, especially when it's in Buffalo, right, Jay? But
absolutely, man. Tailgate capital of the world. Yeah.
There you go. Missy Embry from MSE and Company, the private tour via Zoom. We did a few of those when we went on site. And then Kim Tepley, our good friend who tunes into almost every episode. It's a tough one. There are so many memories. She likes the ones where some of the younger IC staff members see if they can recognize older songs that were listened to during RSVP. Every IC Live is so fun and engaging. Thank you, Kim. We love having you on, and thanks for being our top viewer. And then also William Holbrook from MGI Golf. Good to see him on. Bill, first broadcast. Looking forward to it. Thanks for joining, Bill. We appreciate it. Let's see if there's any other chats going on here. Allie Marlinghouse has a little hello to Sarah out there with a heart emoji. So thank you, Allie. We love that. We appreciate that. Fantastic. Now, listen, we're going to get into the meat of our episode here. We're going to move really fast. But in the past few weeks, we've released these highlight montages, and each montage have featured 25 different clips from past episodes, moments, memories. We had an amazing group of IC employees and some other sales reps narrow them down. Special thanks to those of you that helped out with that. You know who you are. But to narrow it down even further, we had a group of customer panelists. Let's look at that slide right now who helped us. A lot of our regular viewers. We had David Bard, Mike Shampoo from Umbra, Jim Coretti from Magic Chef. Love him. He's got a great sense of humor. Joyce Enberg, Mary Grant, Leah Claykamp, Yvonne Rotman, and Kim Tepley. They helped us out narrow these montages down to a kind of more consumable batch of videos. So Kevin, I think we're going to start with you first, if that's okay. Maybe everybody else can step aside and you'll be our little guinea pig here. But what we're going to do,
Bring it on. Step aside.
Okay.
Brother.
Okay. I believe in you, brother.
Let's go.
We're going to show you, we're going to watch these 5 clips together. You don't know what they are yet. None of our guests have seen them. You haven't even seen them. And then when we come back on, I'm going to tell you about a little challenge that I'm going to give you. Okay. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's roll this first top 5 montage right now.
When I water ski, I feel like I'm doing something cool. It's super duper fun. The back of the slalom ski, I like the texture of it.
Everyone do a virtual handshake right now. Touch these 2 fingers lightly together. It gets a little bit harder. Okay, that's your medium rare steak. That's where your steak should be. Get to your baby finger, you burn it. Start again, go back to the grocery store.
He says Jarts was robbed. Bring Jarts back. Did you ever play Jarts, Gloria?
Oh, yeah.
Is Jarts that is always a hit after a handful of bevies. PSA, don't drink in Jart. I agree with
you. All right. What a cool group of clips, those first ones. Kevin, what do you think? Do you like them? And do you have a favorite?
They're all good. I love the rave sports, rave sports with the water skiing. And then we got Razor where everybody's running around in the office. I thought that was great. But my favorite has got to be number 2 with Jason and Broil King outside and go buy another steak because you burnt it, you know. But just the outdoor grilling ones have always been good. It won us some awards actually too, so that's got to be my favorite is number 2 with Jason.
Yeah, that's a great one. They're all great, like you said. They're so much fun. Let us know in the chat what you think of those clips. Now, here's the challenge part, Kevin. People are going to get to vote for their top clip from that group of 5. But for you, we want you to help get the vote out, because people, not only are they going to be able to vote, they're going to say which of our guests encourage them to vote. So they can pick your name and say, Kevin, so you got to like beat Brian and Jay and Sarah and all that and get the word out. Can you do that?
Not a problem. They're toast.
Okay. So viewers, later in the broadcast, we're going to tell you where you can go to vote once we look at a few more clips. But Kevin's up for the challenge. I think the others are probably up for the challenge too. Let's look at one viewer comment that came in from David Bard. Huge congrats for elevating gifting for all of us and our clients. David Bard, thanks for joining. He loves it. He comes on all the time. All right, Kevin, you're going to step aside. We're going to bring Jay back on now. Do his little section next. Jay, Kevin.
What's up, buddy?
That was a pretty good one. So it's going to be
good one.
hard.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Well, I had you in it.
I'm not mirrored, but we got the grills here and everything. So yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe you could grill up later for us. Anyway, listen.
Do
We have a very similar one for you. Obviously, 5 different clips. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Let's roll the second montage right now. And we have Vince McDonald on with us too. Sorry, my friend. If you could kindly leave and join us over on Incentive Concepts Live. Hey,
Thank you, Andy. I can.
You know what?
Escalade has really gotten into a lot of tailgate type games. Gives you the opportunity to do that social distancing. It's premium wood. I can solid board.
Ben and I are in their Duo Touch program. But I was introduced to Duo Dogs when my mom was going through chemotherapy. The time came after my mom passed away, so Benji and I are gonna spend some time spreading some joy on her behalf.
I want to call it the Ultra Mega Slip and Slide. I love going to the end and it's so fast.
What do you think? Do you have a favorite from that batch?
Well, that one's a tough one for me, man, because I love my old guy Vinny. Just jumping in, and that's such a Vince move, and obviously Billy with that's an emotional one there. But you know me, I'm the outdoor grill guy, tailgate, and I can't beat Cookie jumping on top of that bag toss and showing off his tailgate skills. And there was still a little Broil King in the background there too. So I got to stick to my roots. I would have rather had a Bills Super Bowl, but that's my vote. So
okay, well, it's the next best thing.
Next best thing, voting for Cookie. Yeah.
Okay, good. I that was a great clip too. And then that last one with Grayson, which is Mark Brickler's daughter, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay.
On the slip and slide, talking about how she's going to be on YouTube. I mean, that's classic.
There we go. There we go.
Very good. Let's see if there's any other comments coming in. Let's see. Let's see. We got a few comments. Local celebrity Benji from Cindy Henry for sure. He makes an appearance here in our office quite a bit, Jay. So
that's great. We're dog friendly around here too.
Yeah.
So
Well, Gus, right?
Yeah, Gus is still kicking, and he's not here today, but he is around. And just shout out to Danny Craig. I know it's been a tough week for the Craig family. They lost Zach Brown, their dog, this week. So
right. Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay. Well, we appreciate that. Yeah. Thoughts are with you, Craig's, and it's always good to have pets that make you feel better during the day. But Jay, thank you for joining. Let's look at a few more viewer comments that came in. Jim Coretti, who watches all of our episodes, which we think is fantastic. He really liked the cool locations in the Rawling segment and also the Bose segments, Sounds of Our Lives responses. Thank you, Jim. And then Heidi Schmidt, watching y'all scoot around on the razors. Heidi, that was such a fun day. It was a National Fun at Work Day, so I agree with you on that one. Cindy Hensley, our good friend from Merritt's, she likes the handbag features, of course. We knew that was coming from you, Cindy. And then David Perez, this is he's only seen one episode, so hopefully he's on. Loved the bags. He actually was our winner last month, and he won a drawing for a Briggs & Riley duffel bag for his comment. So congratulations, David. Hopefully you're
Good
enjoying
prize.
it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Very
there we
nice.
go.
And we are going to have a drawing today. So the way it's going to work is if you submit votes for these clips that we're watching, you can enter to win a gift from one of our amazing brands.
And it's not me coming to your house cooking. Sorry.
Okay. Well, people would enter 3 or 4 times if that were the case. But no, we have several different things from our brands, and we're going to be giving out a few gifts. So
Nice.
make sure to stick around to learn how to do that. Jay, you're going to step aside now. Let's bring Sarah back on. By the way, there's a comment about Sarah on here. Where did it go?
Careful.
From MP Mitchell, Mary Pat, about sorry everyone else, but Sarah is the bomb diggity.
You're making a great day.
I have no idea what that means, but I love it.
I love it.
It's your new nickname.
I'll go with it.
All right. Now, hey, listen, you've seen what's happened so far with Kevin and Jay, and we're going to do a similar thing with you. 5 different clips. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. Roll Sarah's batch right now.
I'm a little confused because it says W Unlimited on it.
Okay.
This is an Adirondack chair. This isn't to scale, but this is obviously an Adirondack chair. And W Unlimited, you know, they make a whole line of outdoor furniture.
Can you at least make a swish there for us? Or
Was shooting these earlier while you guys were talking, and I made 98.6% of my free throws.
Oh, that's the one miss.
And that little lunch coat, I'd probably put a BLT, some wavy chips, and some French onion dip.
Well, Andy, I got to start with, if people know Kedzie personally, that was priceless because it so fits his personality with the little mini Adirondack. But I truly enjoy the King Shan videos that we've done over the years, just because I think when people see a knife, they're kind of like, oh, it's a knife set. But they've made it fun with professional chefs and encouraging people to get involved. And I loved like the watermelon, if you recall that one.
Yeah.
Where they made the steak, and it gives new recipes, and the housewares is where that one was at. And I think they do a really good job.
Yeah, I agree. What an amazing brand, and their products are beautiful, and they're fun people. Which I mean, you want to work with people that you enjoy.
Shout out to Todd.
Yeah, shout out to Todd and Andrew and others. Going back to Jay's batch, Mark Brickler put a chat in. Love it. My daughter Grace will be excited that she made the cut for today's episode. So Mark, fantastic. And now she wants to be a YouTube star, I heard, but Mark was going to maybe talk her out of that. Doing something a little different. But Sarah, no, those are all great. Now, how about Marty Kaufman having a little sense of humor there with his lunch tote, his wavy chips and his French onion dip?
I love it.
Okay. Fantastic. We have one more viewer comment, and this is our featured comment, and I want to share it right now. It's a bit of a long one, but let's put it up on screen. Brian Little with Halo. He watches a lot of our episodes. So he says, wow, 100 episodes. Favorite moment isn't one single moment, but all the glimpses from behind the scenes. Seeing your team having the fun is the best. Zipping around on scooters. He's a little bit jealous. Brings back memories of all the good office fun and shenanigans we had before going remote. So keep the good times rolling. Brian, thank you for that comment. We love it when you tune in, and I'm sure you're on here right now. We do have a nice gift for you since you're the featured comment. Now, remember, you're going to have to cast your votes for these videos, and we do have one more batch to go here. But Sarah, any tips on people that are voting so far? Like maybe a little.
Duh. Vote for my clips.
Okay.
You know what? I think the biggest thing is the interaction. Like, I would love it if I could take a rave into a client and go down the hallway, but it's not going to happen, so it's a great way that we show everybody what we can do with the products.
For sure. Yeah. Well, we appreciate you, Sarah. You're going to step aside now. We're going to bring our final guest on. We're saving the best for last, maybe.
I don't think so, Andy, but
okay. Maybe we're doing it by like IQ. High
Yeah,
to low,
that's
low to
more
high.
likely.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, hey, we got Brian on right now. What do you think so far?
I think it's great. Nothing will ever top Vince accidentally joining the guest panel. That was probably my favorite, but also right after that with Billy with Duo Dogs. For anybody who hasn't seen that episode or isn't familiar with Duo Dogs, what Billy and her dog Benji have done is really something extraordinary, and it's so cool to see.
Yeah, for sure. And I agree with you about Vince. It's hard to tell from that clip, but he says, "I can take a hint, Andy." Get the heck out of here, brother. All right, we love Vinny. All right, we got another batch of videos for you. You haven't seen them yet. So you ready for them?
I'm ready.
All right, let's roll a clip right now. Here we go.
We provide non-medical support to breast cancer patients across the state. We help pay for things like childcare, groceries, gas while people are in treatment, keep them engaged in treatment, get them on to survivorship.
If you see a Kate Spade bag on the street, you know that's a Kate Spade bag, and you know what that person is really all about. So it's marking occasions, and what a great thing to say that in our space we can offer Kate Spade.
They had misspelt my name, Stefan. Customers didn't know the difference, so they called me Stefan. It's kind of transformed my personality. I think I was happier that day.
We like Steven and we like Stefan, but sometimes we like Stefan a little bit better.
I think you do.
It's award-winning stuff. We feature the Red Dot design awards that they've won, the Housewares awards. I make the fruit salad for the kids in the morning. I'm
That's fantastic. Oh, geez. Brian, what'd you think of those clips?
They were great. I think my favorite though just has to be the I win with the pickleball. Just anything that we do that revolves around a charity is something that I love. I love to see us do. So great set of clips though. Brought back some great memories for sure.
Yeah. I agree with you 1,000%. I feel like my computer isn't plugged in here, which I need to power it up here. Otherwise, they're going to lose me for a second. I forgot to plug it in.
That'd be the worst thing.
Rookie move. Okay. Listen, so people, we need to get those votes out here. And again, you're going to go over to, well, not again, but first time, you're going to go over to incentiveconcepts.com/vote. Can't be any simpler than that. incentiveconcepts.com/vote. And we have those videos on that page. You can rewatch them, and then you can vote for your favorite clip. You can only vote for one clip from each of the 4 videos. And the way it's going to work is between now and March 3rd, which is Monday, you head on over there and vote, and then put your name in there. And if somebody that's one of the guests, like you, Brian, encourage you to vote, go ahead and select their name. There's also a not applicable thing, but Brian, to any of your people out there, do you want to give them a little encouragement to vote?
Yeah, I don't want to guilt anybody into it, but I just celebrated my 50th birthday recently. So if anybody could vote for me as their inspiration, that would really help out the old guy here.
Perfect. That's a great way to use guilt to do it. But we do have some amazing gifts for people who vote. A Bose speaker, Hyperice product, and then a beautiful tote from Ricardo Beverly Hills. Let's bring everybody back on right now and see what their impressions are. But again, every one of you has to get the vote out here between now and Monday. Kevin looks like he's kind of cocky. So Kevin, closing comments, and do you think you can beat these other 3 or?
Oh, no problem. I don't care how old you are, Brian, you're going down.
All right, Kevin, before we close out, any closing thoughts about Incentive Concepts Live or this episode?
No, as always, it's just been a lot of fun. These are great to do. As you know, I don't do a lot of prep for these. It's just kind of off the cuff. And these, I know someone asked earlier, do you do a lot of editing? And these are all just live fun and just off the cuff type of stuff. So lots of fun. I appreciate everybody tuning in and look forward to doing some more.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. And you're right. We do not practice. In fact, I think there was one early on that you practiced for and it bombed.
It was horrible. It was the first time I did. Yeah, never did that again.
Yeah. Okay.
And Andy, I just have to put it out there. Like, mine was the only one that won an award. So,
Exactly.
you know,
That's why I'm going to win.
You know, PPAI, you know. So,
Yeah.
So Jay, it sounds like I've got your vote already.
Yeah. Somebody's on Brett Sandborden said, I'll vote for you, Sarah, unless you are against Special K Hagen. And Jim Coretti wants to know the voting address. It's incentiveconcepts.com/vote. incentiveconcepts.com/vote. But Jason, thank you for being on. You're going to help get the vote out.
We will. We will.
Okay.
May the
right
best man win.
Oh, there you go. Sarah, you have such great relationships with your customers. I think this is going to be a slam dunk for you. Do you agree? Or
They're pretty amazing, so I think I'll have some good support.
okay. And
Bye,
Brian,
guys.
Brian, you already said that it's you recently turned 50, so you're guilting people into it. But do you have any closing thoughts before a few quick announcements here? Or?
Yeah, if I would have known that we were doing this, I'd have brought my dogs in today. I think they could get me some sympathy votes as well. No, I just, Andy, you know, like I said earlier, when you first came up with this idea during COVID, I thought it was fantastic. You've done such a great job of helping it evolve, and your team, you know, the behind the scenes folks that people don't really see, but Katie and Brett do such an amazing job to help you with this. And just want to give them a big shout out, and just a big shout out to you, Andy. Congratulations on such a successful series.
Well, that means a lot. Thank you. And I agree. Katie and Brett, you're watching, I know, in the background. We appreciate you. Now, this is kind of hard to say, honestly, and some of you might not know this, but this is the last episode of Incentive Concept Live. We're going to go out on 100, folks.
All right.
It's been quite a ride, but all good things have to come to an end. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to still be around. In fact, we're working on something new already for the fall, and it's going to be a little different, fresh coat of paint, maybe some new ideas. But it's always good to try new things, and this was huge. Love it. We also have some webinars that we are already promoting, so go to incentiveconcepts.com/webinars. I think there's an actual graphic here to show that as well. But if you go to incentiveconcepts.com/webinars, you can learn more about those to register. And we're going to keep those fun and engaging. We're hosting those on Teams. And it's a reward the extraordinary things. But anyways, these webinars are a great way to continue to connect with us, just a little bit different format. And again, we are going to come back with something. We're going to close out this series on a high note. It can't be any higher than with the four of you on.
There we go.
All right. That's fantastic. Let's see. Any last second comments by anyone? Raise your hand if you have last second comment.
I just have to second Brian's comment. I mean, when you think back, one of the first episodes, I was out by I had a pool at the time, and we had to scramble, move everything inside. It started raining, and you were with us the whole way, and you have been incredible. So shout out to you, Andy.
And David Bard has one more comment. That'll be the last one we share on here. He says, rock stars, and you keep us all smiling and inspired. We appreciate that, David. Anyway,
Andy, and I know you just want to do that one episode with your buddy from the brewery, just to have beers during the one for cooking with beer one. So
we're gonna do
those.
Pretend
that was like genius or anything there, but
yeah, we're gonna do that's the new theme. It's gonna be weekly.
Oh, perfect. All right, baby. I'll make the trip for that one.
All right. So make sure to visit incentiveconcepts.com/vote. And we'll look for us on social. We'll let everyone know which videos make it to the next round. But that's it. Incentive Concepts Live signing off for the last time. Andy Hudson, Director of Marketing. Thank you.